Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about what's going on with the channel, some camera gear that I've recently purchased and I'm using right now, and I want to take a few minutes to update you guys. This channel has been a little bit neglected recently. As you could probably tell, I started off, almost a year ago. I was uploading a couple things weekly. I got a little bit in the swing of things with some Fujifilm XS10 content, but as the reality of fatherhood became quite apparent, no pun intended, I really didn't have as much time to make videos. I was building, and still am building, a video business, being a dad, fixing this house because we're selling it in a few months because of this insane market, with everything else going on with my personal life and professional life and everything. I just didn't have a lot of time to make videos. And I'm not apologizing for that. It kind of just is what it is. But this channel just got a little bit neglected. I remember back when I first started uploading weekly, I was thinking about it today. It was kind of magical in some ways. Like, I was just uploading weekly, letting it flow. And it was just so much fun. Even though I look back, they were color graded weird. They looked kind of funky, but I was learning, I was growing, and every single video I did was really fun for me. And I want that to continue. I know it doesn't always look like that. I was just thinking back to how much fun that was. And I think part of that was the commitment to go weekly, because it forced me to put in the work, which once you put in the work, things tend to get more fun as you become more disciplined, which it seems counterproductive, but it definitely works that way for me. So all that to say, my family is much more important to me than this channel, so that's why you didn't really see a whole lot of me. So I'm not sorry, but I do want to be working on more videos going into the new year. So with all that said, I do have some goals in mind for the channel that I really want to put forth in 2022. One of them is to upload weekly, whether that's a full-length video or a shorter video, really doesn't matter to me as long as I'm uploading consistently. I do want to start getting into shorts. So there are a lot of random things on the G85 and other cameras that I could teach or talk about, but they don't really warrant an entire 3 to 6 minute video, and 1 minute might be all those kind of topics need. So shorts are definitely going to be a thing going into 2022. But one crazy goal I have for the channel this year is to reach 10,000 subscribers. We're hovering right around 4,500 right now, and it's growing slowly and consistently, but I would like to see those numbers start to go up as I post more consistently, as I add more value. And I'm hoping that the shorts, as long as they're good, that they'll start bringing in some traffic as well. So if you're somebody who wants to support me posting helpful camera videos and support my journey to be full-time in videography, then one way you can do that is go ahead and like each new video that comes out in 2022, and then go ahead and leave a comment, pertaining to the video would be great, but even something random as great video or something like that, just so the YouTube algorithm picks it up and it's shown to more people. And maybe that's one small way we can reach that 10,000 subscriber mark, because I can't do it alone. I can only do it with the help of you and 5,500 other people who are interested in watching. So all that said, that means I have to actually help 5,500 new people. And so that's really what I'm going to gear my videos toward this coming year, in being very helpful, very specific, and continue to lean into the G85 and Panasonic niche. So before we get into gear and this new purchase that I have, I want to talk a little bit about how my freelance video business is going. So I'm not full-time yet. That's one of my goals in 2022, is to go full-time into videography and YouTube, both of those together, but we're not there yet, which is fine. In so many ways, it feels like I'm almost starting over in videography, because I was doing weddings, I was focused on that, and then I was like, this isn't what I want to do. So I was like, okay, what's a niche that needs video but isn't really being served super well with it? I did a project about a year ago at a local farm hosted by a really famous nonprofit. Offered to do video for them. They accepted. I did the video. They really loved it. And then they hired me for future projects at full price. So that connection was made in the, I guess you would call it, the natural health and regenerative farming community. It's very specific niche, but they do a lot of events. There are a lot of documentaries in that field, so that might be something I explore in the future. But for now, it's a lot of event videography in the natural health and regenerative farming space. So that's definitely a niche that I'm really enjoying being a part of. The people are awesome. But like I said, in so many ways, it feels like I'm starting over because I've only been at this particular niche in videography for a year, which means I'm saying no to weddings and maybe some other things that have come up. But I've found that picking that niche has opened up more doors than me just leaving myself open to any sort of video projects that might have come my way. Picking a niche has been really helpful to me, and I've read that it's one of the best things that you can do as a freelance videographer, so I'm excited to see where that goes. I'll be doing more video business stuff in the future because that's something I'm really passionate about, obviously to the degree that I can speak to it because I'm still fairly new at this. So lastly, yes, I got a new camera. I got rid of my Fujifilm X-S10. I still love the Fuji. It's still a fantastic camera, but it just wasn't serving my needs super well. And I'll be sharing about that in future videos. But the Lumix S5 made so much more sense in so many different ways for what I've been shooting and at the price point that I was looking at for a professional pro grade camera with some really good professional lenses to go along with it. So the lenses that I have currently are the 20-60, the kit lens. It's really fantastic. Having 20 millimeters at f3.5 has been awesome. That's what I'm shooting on now. I'm about like 2 feet away from the camera right now. And it's just such a nice focal length to have. I don't usually shoot anywhere other than 20 millimeters because I have the 50 millimeter 1.8 from Lumix as well that I actually just got in the mail like a week ago. Having 20 millimeters and then a 51.8 on a full frame body is just a fantastic combination to have. And it's also way lighter than my 18-35, and between the 20-60 and the 50 millimeter, they have the same thread size, which makes ND switching really easy. And all of these lenses that are coming out for the Lumix L mount, the 18, 24, 35, 50, 85, all of those that are the same size and can be balanced the same on a gimbal, that was a humongous selling point for me. So I'm really excited to begin my journey with the Lumix S5, and I'll be doing more videos with it in the future and more videos on it in the future. So stick around for those. And I still own my 2 trusty Panasonic G85s, which I'll be using throughout this year for YouTube videos, for events, and things like that. So stay tuned for more Panasonic content. I'm back in the brotherhood, and I'm officially in the L Mount Alliance. So I feel like I'm part of the club now. I'm excited to see where this year brings me. So I think I'm done rambling. Merry Christmas. Let me know in the comments, along with all the other things I asked for, what you all do for Christmas. If you do anything for Christmas, I'd love to hear what you do. So anyways, I will be posting the first week in January on that Saturday, so I'll be off for a little while, but I just wanted you guys to get a little update on where I'm at. So see you all.